Keeping the public of the world superpower ignorant. Keeping the public of the world superpower ignorant.
Okay guys, I have some very, very interesting news that is happening in the last few days. I've gotten some information on police chiefs resigning all over the country. This is on livelink.com. I found it on another website and I did some research on it, and it seems to bear out to be true that hundreds and hundreds of top officials and police chiefs, different heads of different governments, local government agencies are just up and resigning. Here it says police chiefs resigning all over the country. I received this in my email this morning with a disclaimer that said it wasn't on Snoops, but there was no confirmation that it was true. I started pulling the title of each line, entering into Google. Lo and behold, it seems very true. I checked the first four, then scrolled down and checked for Tulsa, where an old acquaintance of mine was just made mayor. They all came up true. Now listen to this. This is amazing. I'm going to show you the list here in a minute. I can only guess at what the reason is. Someone cracked the national pedophile ring? If that was the case, there would be buku judges too. Obama is cleaning house of all who might resist a federal martial law takeover. Could this possibly be the reason, guys? They're getting ready for some major coup? Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe they're getting ready. The rich men of the earth are recognizing what's about to come down upon the country and the world, for that matter. I have some more information to share with you after this particular little segment here. He basically goes on to say, your guess is as good as mine. Here's the list. The first four in Tulsa are verified. Okay, so he goes down and shows all of the different. This is all recent resignations. This just goes on and on the list. You guys can come to this site. I'll put the links to the right of the video and do your own research on all these names and all these different departments and the police chiefs. This is all recent resignations and just up and out of the blue, just leaving. When they have retirement still affording them, that they have time where they can continue to work, but no, they're just up and resigning or quitting. The following major cities has police chief turnover in 2009. Okay, and then there's more links. Now you may want to check this one out also. This article I also found interesting. This happened a few days ago, and it's called Secret Summit of Top Bankers. Now these are the world's elite bankers and movers and shakers in the economics of all the countries of the world. The world's top central bankers began arriving in Australia yesterday as renewed fears about the strength of global economic recovery gripped world share markets. Representatives from 24 central banks and monetary authorities, including the U.S. Federal Reserve and European Central Bank, landed in Sydney to meet tomorrow at a secret location, the Herald Sun reports. Organized by the Bank for International Settlements last year, the two-day talks are shrouded in secrecy with high-level security believed to have been invoked by law enforcement agencies. Speculation that the chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke, would make an appearance could not be confirmed last night. The event will be dominated by Asian delegations and is expected to include governors of the People's Bank of China, the Bank of Japan, and the Reserve Bank of India. The arrival of the high-powered gathering coincided with a fresh meltdown on world share market, sparked by renewed concerns about global growth and sovereign debt. Fears countries included Greece, Portugal, Spain, Dubai, which could default on debt payments, combined with disappointing U.S. jobs data to spook investors. Then it goes on and on. I'll put the link to the right there if you guys want to read it. But they're saying here this does feel like 2008 and 2007 all over again, whereby we had this sort of little fires pop up, and then they are supposedly contained, but in reality they are not quite contained. And this was talking about right before the collapse of 2008, the September 2008. Now all this stuff was taking place. Looks very similar to what's happening now. Maybe something big is on the horizon, guys. When you got all these people just resigning out of government and top law enforcement personnel, and then all this stuff that's going on, these secret meetings in Australia, you have to wonder what this all means. And from what I understand, these meetings were being protected by top military assets. I'm talking about, you know, F-16s and just military galore. This was done February 16th, so if you guys want a little heads up if anybody hasn't heard about it.
Keeping the public of the world superpower ignorant.
Our rights as free citizens are in jeopardy.
A Tony multifamily home in the heart of quiet Manchester by the Sea. Its walls hiding an alarming near military-grade stockpile.
11 rifles, 2 handguns, 2 Kevlar vests, 2 Kevlar helmets, 2 flare guns, 6 pairs of handcuffs, 2 bayonet knives, 17 military ammunition containers.
Plus a cache of tear gas and pepper spray grenades, all acquired in the last 9 months, police say, by this man, 45-year-old Gregory Gerard. Local, state, and federal authorities were tipped off by his wife, a Cambridge psychiatrist, who told local police she was afraid to go home.
He's convinced that martial law is imminent and that he made the following statements recently to her. Don't talk to people, shoot them instead. It's fine to shoot people in the head because traitors deserve it.
Neighbors say Gerard rarely left the house, hoarded food and medication, and even warned people in adjoining apartments not to be alarmed by what might sound like gunfire. Police say he had converted the third-story loft into a firing range, taking shots with his assault rifle at this illegal ballistic plate.
We have great concern with the sheer number of weapons, the proximity of other residences, and the potential for significant danger to our community.
A judge ordered Gerard held for evaluation. Prosecutors say his wife plans to file a restraining order.
We are very thankful that no one was injured. We feel our community is safer having this type of weaponry off of the street, and we certainly hope that Mr. Gerard gets the help that he needs.
The work continues at the Manchester by the Sea Police Department because officers are going to have to catalog not only all the firepower but the ammunition they have to determine if any other laws have been broken. In Manchester by the Sea, Dave Cartoonan, 7 News.
Our rights as free citizens are in jeopardy. Our rights as free citizens are in jeopardy.